Madam President.
Republican leader.
Madam President, I want the American people to see something. This is the bill that the majority would have us pass, this omnibus appropriations bill, 2,000 pages long. And I think the American people should think back to this time a year ago, last December, when the Democrats did the very same thing. At that point, it was a 2,700-page health care bill because, frankly, they didn't want us to see what was in it. Only afterward did we find out about the Cornhusker kickback, the Louisiana Purchase, and all the rest. And this is eerily familiar to anyone who remembers the health care debate. We've even got snow in the forecast, which is reminiscent of last year. Last year, we voted on health care in a blizzard, the 2,700-page health care bill in the middle of a blizzard. This bill is so enormous it took the government printing office 2 days to print it. It spends more than $500 million a page. Let's take a look at it again. Here's the bill. It spends right at 2,000 pages in this bill. It spends $500 million a page. It's got more than $500 million in it for the Democratic health care bill that we passed last year, the 2,700-page bill that looked pretty much like this. It's got $500 million in it for that health care bill that we passed last year. An ever-growing number of Americans looking at that health care bill would like for us to repeal it, not fund it. This is exactly the kind of thing the American people voted against last November, just this kind of thing. You know, we had a referendum November 2nd on how the American people felt about what we've been doing the last 2 years, and right at the top of the list was the 2,700-page health care bill. Frankly, it's just kind of unbelievable. Just a few weeks after the voters told us they don't want us rushing major pieces of complicated, costly, far-reaching legislation through Congress, we get this 2,000-page bill. They want to ram this gigantic trillion-dollar bill through Congress, and they're using, once again, the Christmas break as an inducement to vote for it. Now, look, we all know that this is not the way to legislate. Americans expect more from Congress, and they demanded more on Election Day. That's why today I'm introducing this clean, one-page, clean, continuing resolution that would operate the government through February the 18th. So we've got a choice here. We can pass this 2,000-page bill, spending $500 million a page, or we can do this one-page, clean, continuing resolution through February the 18th of next year. That's the choice we have. Once the new Congress is sworn in, we'll have a chance to pass a less expensive bill, free of this kind of wasteful spending. Until then, we need to take a step back and respect the will of the voters. Now, I think the message was pretty clear last November. One pundit referred to it as a restraining order. In other words, quit doing what you've been doing. And here we are, a month after the election, attempting to pass this 2,000-page bill when we could pass a one-pager that would simply continue the government through February the 18th. So look, we're going to have an opportunity to do this. I would hope that it would make sense on a bipartisan basis. This one-page continuing resolution on February the 18th is an alternative to this 2,000-page monstrosity that spends $500 million a page. I don't think there's any question it's the right thing to do, and I would hope that my colleagues would decide in the end that that's the direction we ought to take. So